Of all the animals that we get to see on the daily basis, among them sometimes appear species that we never knew to have existed. Join in as we dive into some of the strangest animals ever recorded. In 2013, a mysterious bird flew over a small town in China, and locals believed it was something straight out of myth. The bird's height, long beak, and feathers did not match any known species, leading experts to think it was an undiscovered creature or a surviving relic from prehistoric times. Witnesses described it as far larger than any bird in the region, and some compared it to ancient depictions of legendary creatures. Despite multiple reports, no physical evidence was found. It was seen flying over the town and then vanished without a trace. Glimpse and gone. A solo traveler encountered this tiny primate known as a tarsier that has massive eyes each as large as its brain, giving it exceptional night vision. Recorded in 2017, the tarsier clung to a tree before suddenly leaping upward with incredible speed. Scientists believe their long fingers and powerful legs allow them to jump over 40 times their body length in a single bound. Despite their small size, tarsiers communicate using ultrasonic calls beyond human hearing. Moreover, these nocturnal creatures can also rotate their heads nearly 180 degrees in both directions. Weirdest animal ever. This strange creature appears to have the body of a chicken, but the head of a monkey, defying known biological principles. Reported in 2013, no recorded species or crossbreeding attempt has ever produced such a hybrid. Chickens and monkeys have vastly different DNA structures, making natural hybridization impossible. If real, this being could be the result of genetic experiments or an undiscovered mutation. It pecks at food, but also shows signs of grasping at objects. No scientific documentation or past reports confirm a similar animal existing, making this an isolated and unexplained event. Unusual animal birth.
Porquinho nasceu com problema aqui, tá? Você viu o rostinho dele, nasceu com...
Deformity in animals has always shocked their owners, and this footage shows a baby pig with a strange-looking face and a single large eye in the center of its forehead. Recorded in 2024, this pig has cyclopia, a rare birth defect where facial features don't divide properly, creating a single central eye. This condition is almost always fatal. It occurs in about 1 in 16,000 piglets, and most don't survive long after birth. Many cyclopic animals, including this pig, have poorly developed nasal structures, making it difficult or impossible for them to breathe.
Estão nascendo todos com defeito, tá?
Strange being identified. This footage from an unknown origin shows a mysterious creature in a man's hand being fed with a tube, with many calling it the pollywog stage of a demon demogorgon. The creature's body structure doesn't resemble any known amphibian or reptile, making it difficult to classify. It moves in an unnatural way, with sudden twitches and muscle contractions. There are no clear eyes or mouth, but only defined limbs can be seen, making it unclear how it interacts with its surroundings. No scientific records exist of anything similar, and no official sources have identified what it could be. Mysterious animal calls. Proboscis monkeys are known for their unusually large, bulbous noses, which play a key role in communication and attracting mates. This footage from 2023 captures their deep guttural growls, often heard while eating.
Be nice.
These sounds are a form of social interaction rather than aggression. They help establish hierarchy within the group and may also provide reassurance while feeding. Some researchers believe the growling helps coordinate eating habits, allowing the group to stay in sync and remain alert to potential threats while focusing on their meal. Too big to ignore. Ocean holds many mysteries, and in 2013, a giant dorsal fin of an unknown predator was reported at the surface. Witnesses described it as much larger than a great white shark's fin, and it appeared briefly before disappearing, with no further sightings or sonar detections. No physical evidence was found, leaving experts without an explanation. Many online users linked the sighting to Megalodon, a massive prehistoric shark believed to have gone extinct 3.6 million years ago. While scientists dismissed the idea, some believe the ocean could still hold undiscovered creatures. Moment of elegance.
She doesn't look very interested. She already has 2 babies. So I don't know.
While visiting Disney's Wild Animal Kingdom, these tourists were lucky enough to witness the dance of the Great Argus Pheasant. Recorded in 2014, the male performed a highly choreographed dance, first clearing a perfect patch of park floor, then fanning out his wings and rotating around the female in slow hypnotic movements. The precision of this display is believed to be instinctive rather than learned. Fossil evidence shows that pheasants like the Great Argus have been performing these dances for millions of years, making their courtship rituals one of the longest standing in nature. Giant lurks below. While traveling through the Amazon, a group of tourists allegedly encountered a massive 9-foot centipede moving across the forest floor. Reported in 2009, the largest known centipede species, the Amazonian giant centipede, grows just over a foot long, making this sighting hard to explain. Centipedes are fast and aggressive hunters, but a specimen of this size could have an entirely different way of catching prey. If real, this sighting could mean an undiscovered species, a prehistoric survivor, or a mutation caused by environmental changes. Experts believe it may be a giant species that has remained hidden in the rainforest. Unseen aerial giant. This is one of the largest and most powerful eagles in the world, yet sightings remain rare, and this crew was lucky to capture one in the Darien jungle rainforest. Footage from 2013 shows the bird in its nest, which can reach a wingspan of 7 feet and stand over 3 feet tall. Weighing up to 20 pounds, this one is a female, which are significantly larger than males. Its 5-inch talons, longer than a grizzly bear's claws, help it snatch monkeys and sloths from treetops. Its raised feathered crest gives it a striking, almost mythical look. Stranger than fiction. This footage captures a platypus, one of the strangest animals on Earth, with features of mammals, birds, and reptiles. This egg-laying mammal has a duck-like bill filled with electroreceptors to detect prey underwater. Males have venomous spurs on their hind legs, and unlike most mammals, the platypus has no stomach and absorbs nutrients directly through its intestines. It also glows under UV light, turning bluish-green in the dark. Despite its unusual mix of traits, the platypus has remained nearly unchanged for millions of years, making it a unique species in the animal kingdom. A record-breaking find. A young girl adopted a small brown rabbit, but as it grew, it reached an enormous size, unlike any ordinary rabbit. Footage from 2021 shows her calling the massive rabbit out of a pipe, revealing its unexpected scale. The rabbit's body was far larger than typical pet breeds, with powerful limbs and an unusually long body. Experts believe it could be a Flemish giant, one of the world's largest rabbit breeds. But even those rarely grow this large, and with no clear explanation for its extreme size, the rabbit remains an unusual case. Deep in the woods. Legend of the Dogman has been around for centuries, but in 2014, a family captured footage of a massive wolf-like creature emerging from the bushes. Unlike an ordinary wolf or dog, this creature was unnaturally large, with an intimidating presence. It stood still, staring at the car, before disappearing back into the forest. No tracks, fur, or additional sightings were reported. Without clear evidence, researchers could not verify what was seen. The footage remains heavily debated, with some believing it was an unknown animal, while others link it to the legendary Dogman. Watching from above. Folklore speaks of a creature made of moss, and in 2014, a tourist in the Amazon rainforest claimed to have seen one. He reported spotting it perched on a branch, completely still, before it blinked and moved slightly. According to local beliefs, the mossman is a guardian of the forest, said to control plant life and disappear into the foliage. Despite attempts to capture the being on camera, the footage remained inconclusive. Locals say sightings of such entities have occurred for centuries, always deep within the most untouched areas of the jungle. Surprising hunting skills. This mammal has the largest eyes relative to body size, and because they are fixed in its skull, it must turn its entire head to look around. The tarzir's oversized eyes, tiny face, long fingers, and bat-like ears give it a distinct appearance. Its delicate, thin fur covers a small, lightweight body, making it look fragile despite being highly agile. Its jumps are so precise that it can land perfectly on thin branches without making a sound. Unlike other primates, the tarsier is purely carnivorous, hunting insects, lizards, and small birds with lightning-fast precision. Something unusual appears. The footage from 2012 captured a towering, muscular black horse with an unusually long mane and thick hair covering its feet. Unlike any known domesticated breed, the horse's sheer size made it appear almost mythical, with some comparing it to legendary creatures like the Norse Sleipnir or the medieval war horses. No official records exist of a horse species with these exact traits. Experts believe it may be an exceptionally large draft horse with a rare genetic trait responsible for its extreme muscle mass and distinctive hair growth, but its true origins remain unclear. Giant among many. Australia is well known for its cattle industry, and in 2018 it introduced Knickers, a giant Holstein Friesian steer that was almost as tall as Michael Jordan. Weighing over 3,000 pounds, it was nearly twice the size of a regular steer, and its massive size made him too big for slaughter, as processing plants couldn't handle his weight. Unlike other steers, it kept growing well beyond normal limits, leaving experts searching for answers, and until now, Knickers remains one of the largest steers ever recorded, standing out as a rare example of extreme cattle growth. Creature from time.
Got some horseshoe crabs here. These guys are so neat. Look at them climb up into my...
These horseshoe crabs are living fossils, having existed for over 450 million years, long before the dinosaurs. Footage shows one crawling toward a man's hand. Their tough, helmet-like shell protects them from predators, while their long, pointed tail, or telson, helps them flip over if turned upside down. Despite their name, they are not crabs, but are more closely related to spiders and scorpions. Horseshoe crabs have multiple pairs of eyes, including 2 large compound eyes and several smaller ones on their shell and tail. Their numbers are shrinking due to habitat loss and overharvesting for medical use.
Look at them climb up into my little hand. Hey.
Creepy eyes spotted. While walking past a sewer, a man heard strange noises and recorded a mysterious creature hiding inside. Recorded in 2013, the creature's eyes reflected light unnaturally, shining even in the dim sewer as it stayed in position without revealing its full body. Its movements were quick and deliberate, unlike common sewer animals such as rats or stray cats. Experts reviewing the footage could not classify it as it lacked clear features of a rodent, amphibian, or reptile. When authorities later inspected the sewer, there were no signs of the creature, no fur, tracks, or remains. Wild yet different. The frilled lizard is best known for its large fan-like frill around its neck, which it spreads when threatened. Despite its dramatic display, footage from 2014 shows differently, calmly approaching a man instead of running away. Unlike most reptiles, it shows curiosity rather than fear, occasionally reacting to human voices or hand movements. While they are usually defensive in the wild, certain individuals seem more comfortable around people, displaying behaviors not commonly seen in reptiles. Some frilled lizards raised in captivity have been known to perch on shoulders or follow their owners. Once in a lifetime find.
That is a very, very pretty blue. It's a female.
Blue lobsters are so rare that marine biologists estimate only 1 in 2 million, and this fisherman caught one. Recorded in 2022, their unique color comes from a rare genetic mutation that causes an overproduction of a particular protein that binds with astaxanthin, turning them bright blue. Unlike regular lobsters, which are usually aggressive and defensive, this one was unusually calm and showed almost no reaction. Lobsters are known for their strong escape instincts, making this behavior unexpected. It was also smaller than usual, which could mean it came from deeper waters.
It's amazing how blue they are. That pretty color.
Unforgettable moment at sea. 2018, Fujian province became the site of a rare sighting of the Chinese white dolphin in Quanzhou Bay. Despite the name, these dolphins are born gray and turn pink or white as they mature due to increased blood circulation near their skin. The more active they are, the pinker they appear, and though they live near densely populated areas like Hong Kong and the Pearl River Delta, they are rarely seen. Their population has been declining, but their unpredictable movements make it difficult to determine how many remain in the wild. Breaking the limits. The naked mole rat processes oxygen differently, and this footage captured its ability to survive without it. In contrast, the average human would lose consciousness in about 2 minutes without oxygen, and scientists believe studying these rats could help save human lives. When placed in a chamber without oxygen, a naked mole rat entered a suspended state for 18 minutes and then fully revived without harm. Unlike most mammals that rely on oxygen to convert glucose into energy, naked mole rats switch to a fructose-based metabolism in low oxygen conditions, similar to how plants generate energy. Master of precision. This footage from 2020 captured an African slender-snouted crocodile living in the freshwater habitats of Gabon and other parts of West and Central Africa. This crocodile has an exceptionally narrow snout built for catching fish with speed and precision, and unlike bulkier crocodiles that rely on brute force, it hunts with a quick sideways snap of its jaws. It remains largely unexplored as its secretive nature and preference for remote freshwater habitats make it difficult to track. Due to habitat destruction, its population has sharply declined and is now critically endangered. Unexpected appearance. This polar bear living in Argentina's Mendoza Zoo gained attention when her fur turned a strange shade of purple due to a medical treatment for a skin condition. Over time, the color faded, but for weeks she had an unusual appearance. One of the biggest challenges she faced was chronic skin conditions, and the purple hue in her fur came from an antifungal treatment used to help with her condition. She lived for more than 30 years, but in her final years she became weak and developed health issues. A mysterious presence. While colossal crocodiles have gone extinct, however, in 2018, footage from a forest swamp surfaced showing a giant creature resting. Witnesses claimed its head-to-tail length was far greater than any known crocodile, with proportions that didn't match modern species. The footage was taken from a distance, making it difficult to determine its true size, and no other sightings followed, leaving experts unable to investigate further. Some believe it could be a descendant of Deinosuchus or Sarcosuchus, massive crocodilian species that lived millions of years ago and were among the largest predators of their time. Mysterious wall visitor. Locals from Australia are familiar with the spider season, but in 2014, a woman reported a strange-looking spider clinging to her wall. The spider had an unusually large, bug-like back, unlike any known species. Some described it as if it were fused with another creature. Witnesses claim it had more legs than a typical spider, making its movements appear unnatural, and instead of scuttling, it shifted its back while staying fixed in place. No confirmed species in Australia matches this description, leaving experts unsure if it was a mutation or something entirely different. Weird echoing vibration. This footage captures a giant beetle creating a loud noise by rubbing its wing covers against its body, but reports of a jackhammer-like sound remain rare and unexplained. Most beetles produce sound by rubbing body parts together, but the intensity of this noise is unusual and may be linked to the beetle's size and powerful muscles. Witnesses say the sound can be heard from a distance, resembling mechanical drilling. Scientists believe this could be a defense mechanism, either to scare off predators by mimicking a larger creature or to startle threats before escaping. Rare vibrant creature. Pink grasshoppers are so rare that only about 1 in 500,000 to 1 in a million display this bright coloration, making them an extraordinary find. Footage from 2020 shows one resting in a man's hand. Unlike green or brown grasshoppers that blend with their surroundings, pink grasshoppers stand out, making them more vulnerable to predators. However, some survive in flower-filled areas where their color provides some cover. Despite occasional sightings, they are rarely seen again after their initial discovery. Some believe they have shorter lifespans or move to locations where they are less likely to be spotted. Cute but lethal. This footage captures the puss caterpillar, which looks soft and furry, but hides a painful secret. Beneath its thick coat of hair-like bristles are venomous spines that can cause intense pain, burning, swelling, and even nausea. Some victims describe the sting as worse than a wasp or jellyfish sting. Found in parts of the US and South America, this caterpillar resembles a harmless tuft of fur, making it easy to mistake for a leaf of debris. Despite its small size, its venom can cause severe reactions in some people, sometimes requiring medical attention. Tiny yet striking.
And the saddleback caterpillars, if you can see this guy here.
This man stumbled upon a green spiky saddleback caterpillar, a striking insect with bright colors and spiked features that serve as a warning. Footage from 2014 shows it covered in venomous spines that deliver a painful sting, causing burning, swelling, nausea, and rashes. It gets its name from the distinctive green saddle marking on its back, and despite its small size, contact with one can feel as intense as a bee sting or worse. In its larval stage, it relies on toxic spines for defense before transforming into a brown moth. Colossal jungle cat. Ligers are the largest known cats in the world, but this footage captures one that is 3 times bigger than a regular liger. This one appears to be an anomaly, far exceeding the weight and height of any known specimen. Unlike normal ligers, which grow continuously throughout their lives, this points to an unknown biological factor. No documented breeding programs have reported a liger of this magnitude, leaving experts to question how it was raised. Many online users believe it could be part of secret breeding programs designed to create hyper-powerful animals. Unexpected animal mix. This hybrid animal is the offspring of a zebra and a donkey, known as a zabonki or zedunk. Footage from 2013 shows it displaying the usual traits of zebra-donkey hybrids, including unique striping patterns on its legs and an unusual build. While donkeys are typically docile and zebras are more aggressive, this one shows unpredictable behavior, sometimes acting territorial and other times displaying heightened intelligence. Most hybrids are sterile, but unverified claims suggest this one may be capable of reproduction, which if true would make it an exception to what is commonly known about hybrids. Surprising genetic result. This footage shows spider goats, which are not mythical creatures but genetically modified goats designed to produce spider silk proteins in their milk. Scientists inserted genes from orb-weaving spiders into goats, allowing them to generate silk proteins during lactation. This silk is incredibly strong, lightweight, and more durable than Kevlar. When extracted and spun, it can be used for military-grade body armor and artificial ligaments. Despite its potential, large-scale production remains difficult since the amount of silk protein in the milk is relatively small. Further research could lead to stronger, more advanced hybrid materials. Unidentified wild creature. In 2012, locals near the Kerala-Karnataka border caught a mysterious alien-looking animal that was eating other animals. The creature was unlike any known species in the region, with brown fur, sharp claws, and an unusually aggressive nature. Despite being trapped, it showed incredible strength, biting through metal bars and tearing at the cage. Wildlife officials examined it, but couldn't match it to any known species. After its capture, authorities released conflicting statements about its origins before quietly removing it from public view. No further reports or official records were made available after its disappearance. Unexplained thing moves.
serdecznie. Z tej strony Piotr, za przed wami drugi film z Ulusa, jak sami widzicie.
The Polish homunculus is one of the most unsettling biological anomalies ever captured on video. The footage, allegedly recorded in Poland, shows a small, fleshy creature sealed inside a glass jar. Unlike a preserved specimen, this entity appears to move slightly, twitching as if it were still alive. The being has an underdeveloped humanoid shape with a soft, almost translucent body, resembling a failed genetic experiment. Some claim it was artificially grown using biological materials, while others believe it could be an unknown form of life. The origin of the video remains unclear, and no official explanation has been provided.
Bardzo serdecznie. Z tej strony Piotr, za przed wami drugi film z Ulusa, jak sami widzicie.
Mysterious Titan appears.
Gator had quite the audience yesterday at Circle B Bar Reserve.
In 2020, visitors at Circle B Bar Reserve in Florida recorded footage of a massive alligator walking through the grass, seemingly unbothered by tourists nearby. While the largest recorded alligator measured around 14 feet, wildlife experts believe this one may be even bigger. Unlike most large gators that avoid humans, this one moves with complete confidence, showing no signs of fear. Even local authorities have kept their distance. Despite multiple sightings, its exact size and age remain unknown, and no official measurements have been taken to determine how it grew to be this large.
This gator had quite the audience yesterday at Circle B Bar Reserve.
Unexpected giant filmed. This woman encountered a giant sidewalk slug, an unusual and rare creature that baffled anyone who saw it. Recorded in 2017, it sat motionless in broad daylight, far larger than typical slugs, stretching several inches in length. Its black, almost translucent body glistened unnaturally under the sunlight. Unlike most slugs, which move away when disturbed, this one stayed in place for a long time. Its large size could mean it's part of a rare species or an isolated population. If it's something new, it may be adapting to its environment or searching for food in unfamiliar territory. Weirdest pigeon seen. The pigeon appears to be one of the most unusual, with a distinct appearance and way of walking that sets it apart from others. Recorded in 2014, it is actually a pouter pigeon, known for inflating its throat pouch to an exaggerated size, making it look almost unnatural, as if carrying a balloon inside its body. It has unusually long, thin legs that give it a stilted appearance, and its small head and puffed up chest create an odd contrast. When standing, it holds itself upright in a way that almost resembles a tiny feathered person. Nature's perfect illusion. This footage captures what appears to be a snake, but is actually a caterpillar with an incredible ability to mimic one. When threatened, the hawk moth caterpillar expands its body, revealing large, eye-like markings that make it look like a snake's head. This startles predators into thinking they're facing a dangerous reptile. It can also puff up its body to enhance the illusion, making it even more convincing. Depending on its surroundings, some hawk moth caterpillars develop different patterns, blending in with leaves or tree bark until they need to use their disguise. Nature's hidden gem. The silver-pied peacock is one of the rarest and most visually stunning variations of the Indian peafowl. Its unique coloration gives it a striking, almost otherworldly look, and when it opens its tail, the display becomes even more impressive. The large, fanned-out train shimmers with a mix of pearly white and scattered vibrant eye spots, creating a striking contrast. The pattern makes the eye spots appear as if they are floating in a sea of silver. Its tail feathers have a soft, silken sheen that reflects the light, making them appear to glow. Master of camouflage.
Okay, so this guy here is called a mata. So look at his cool shell. See how it's all got all those cool ridges and stuff?
This turtle has a bizarre, almost prehistoric appearance with a flattened, triangular head, rough ridged skin, and a shell that looks like bark, allowing it to blend perfectly with riverbeds and debris. Its wide, leaf-like head features a long, tube-like snout, which it uses as a snorkel to breathe while staying submerged. Unlike other turtles, the mata barely moves, relying on its camouflage to ambush prey. Instead of chasing food, it suddenly opens its large mouth, creating a vacuum that sucks in unsuspecting fish. Its unique skin folds and rough shell help it blend in, making it an efficient predator.
His design, let me show you. His head, so what they'll do...
enormous beast appears. In 2022, a small village in Indonesia became the site of a giant 30-foot snake emerging from the forest during the daytime. While reticulated pythons and anacondas can grow exceptionally large, most documented cases rarely exceed 25 feet. A snake of this size appearing in a populated area is extremely rare. Large snakes are usually nocturnal and prefer staying hidden, but this one moved openly in broad daylight. Some local reports described its markings and body shape as different from known species, leaving its exact identity unclear. Shocking village discovery. This mysterious unknown chubby creature appeared in a village, causing panic among locals because of its appearance. This strange animal, recorded in 2018, had the body of a pig but a thick mane of hair around its neck, resembling a lion. Witnesses claimed it moved differently from a normal pig, appearing more agile and displaying an alert, almost predatory stance. No official records match an animal with these features, and its origins remain unclear. Some believe it could be a hybrid of unknown origin or the result of genetic modifications tested for agricultural purposes. Majestic horse spotted. This footage captures a striking horse breed known for its long, flowing hair and powerful build. Its thick mane, tail, and feathering on its legs create a dramatic, almost mythical appearance. The silky hair covering its lower legs and hooves helps protect it from rough terrain and harsh weather. Unlike many heavy horse breeds, the Gypsy Vanner has an elegant yet muscular frame, giving it a regal presence. Its unique coat patterns, combined with its strong yet compact body and calm temperament, make it one of the most visually distinct horses in the world. Open discussion. This footage captures a small cat whose ears and appearance look exactly like Gizmo from Gremlins. Recorded in 2016, the cat's ears, fur pattern, and facial structure are highly unusual, with no known breed matching these exact traits. While it shares features with the Devon Rex and Scottish Fold, its combination of characteristics is unlike any documented feline. This could be due to a rare genetic mutation, making it a one-of-a-kind cat. No breeder or expert has been able to trace its ancestry, leading some to believe it may have come from an undisclosed breeding experiment. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching the video. Share in the comments, and do like the video and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.